speaker and slides fade into view. The text on the slide says, "Hey Viddy, hey Viddy, speak description to me," by June Heider, CTO at Realize Media, Demuxed, 2020. According to the UN and the World Health Organization, persons with disabilities are the world's largest minority at around 15% and an estimate of 1 billion and growing. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults in the US live with a disability. Now, keep in mind, not all disabilities are permanent. Do you remember that time you had an eye exam and your pupils were dilated to the point of needing someone to help you home? How would you have watched your favorite show? Regardless, that's a lot of people, and why I would like to talk about inclusiveness and how our industry can help. So, for those that have hearing disabilities, we've had what are called closed captions for quite some time. They're pretty common, text on the screen, showing not only what's being spoken, but what's being heard throughout the show or the movie. What about those with a visual disability? We have what is called audio description. So the audio description will actually narrate what's on the screen. It's also known as DVS, or Descriptive Video Service. Let's take a real quick look at an example. So I'm going to play this video from Wistia's website. First, I'm going to play it without any audio description whatsoever. I wonder what's going on.
At Wistia, we believe video should be inclusive.
Okay, so let me rewind the video and turn the audio description track on and play it again.
A bicycle rests outside of a brick building. A dog walks slowly past people working on laptops. A woman sits at a desk writing code on a computer.
At Wistia, we believe video should...
All right, now one more time. This time, let us watch this video with the description track.
A bicycle rests outside of a brick building. A dog walks slowly past people working on laptops. A woman sits at a desk writing code on a computer.
At Wistia, we believe...
Okay, so hopefully that's illustrating the benefit that audio description can provide to those that are not actually looking at the screen or can actually see what is on the screen. So according to the American Council of the Blind's Audio Description Project, a man named Chet Avery proposed the concept in the late 1960s. Although the idea was worked on after that, credit for the invention was not given until 1981 to the late Dr. Margaret Fansteel and her husband, Cody. Audio description started with live theater and has expanded from there to other forms, such as verbal descriptions of museum pieces, to video games, TV shows, and movies. There have been a number of technological approaches to adding audio description. Sometimes it's baked in, such as with a movie or a show. Sometimes it's delivered wirelessly to special devices with headphones, such as what you might see at a movie theater. At other times, for instance, during live theater, it's done by human audio describers, sitting with a microphone and narrating what's going on the stage. Oh, and I remember back to wondering what SAP was on my TV remote while I was growing up. Secondary audio program. These days, we have streaming media. So the way that audio description has been implemented with streaming media is either receiver mixed or broadcast mixed. Receiver mix can actually allow your client to decide what to do. So the description is separate from the actual audio soundtrack. So imagine an application where you can allow the person that has the visual disability to listen to the description, whereas their counterpart that does not have a visual disability can listen to the track without the description. Broadcast mix is ready-made, so the description and the actual soundtrack are blended together. There's a really good article by Unified Streaming on how to go about creating audio description for both HLS and Dash. In addition to that, you do need a video player that supports it. 3Play Media has a great post calling out 7 of them, with links out that you can use to test them out. For instance, the Wistia player I showed you was one of those 7. In regard to the audio description itself, I have seen examples of computer-generated audio description, but quite frankly, a human narrator is preferred. So when we talk about audio description, we should really focus on the most important visual elements on the screen. Imagine listening to the attack on the Death Star, and the describer was focused on the star field or the spaceships flying through space versus the man-made satellite the size of a moon. In addition, an audio describer should use a little bit of variety in the words. So in other words, get a thesaurus. A show I've been watching recently uses the word pensive over and over throughout not only one episode, but so far this season, and it's really hard to ignore. The audio describer shouldn't overact or use improper tone. Could you imagine Gilbert Gottfried talking about children sleeping on Xmas Eve? Don't think that tone quite matches the video being shown on the screen. So how are we doing? We're not even scratching the surface. According to IMDb, there are almost 5 million TV episodes and over 500,000 movies. According to the Audio Description Project, there are just under 5,000 titles with audio description. 5 million, 500,000, 5,000. Also, the Audio Description Project has had a chance to introspect 52 different streaming services to see their support for audio description. Out of those 52 services, 15 of them have some content with audio description. Some examples would be Netflix, PBS Video, Hulu, and YouTube TV. Out of those 52, 37 either don't have any or they might not, because some are behind paywalls that the Audio Description Project just simply couldn't pay for. That said, some examples of the ones that definitely don't would be YouTube Premium, Sling TV, and most notably, HBO. Imagine Game of Thrones? So audio description can also benefit those without visual disabilities. So bonus benefits. For instance, you listen to audiobooks when you drive. If there's audio description tracks, why not your favorite shows or movies? Or if you're cooking, it'd be nice to listen to a cooking demonstration as you work along with it. So you need to stir something, and instead of having to look at the screen and go back to stirring, you can just listen and take note based on the description. Remember, at any point in time, there are 1 billion+ people in the world that are living with disabilities. Let's do what we can in this video streaming industry to be inclusive and let those with disabilities experience entertainment to its fullest. So get out there, start doing your part to help be inclusive. Learn more about audio description and the way it can be used. Have a conversation or even start working with those that have visual disabilities so you can get feedback from those with the most insight. Do what you can to help us increase the number of titles available that have audio description. Thank you for listening.